is Samsa here at Ngozi Talk Shows, Find Your Own Voice Lead from Within. So with me today, Carol Ann Cooper, Shireen Love Group, and Amanda Murray, Claudia Passa. How are you guys?
Good, thank you. And you?
Very good, thanks.
Good, thank you. Very, very good. So now the screen has gone all cranky. I don't know what's going on. Okay. I'm not sure what is going on.
We're live streaming. Do you want to just start, Claudia?
I'm looking for the screen. Okay, yeah, I'm looking. I found the screen. This screen has gone missing on my face. So yeah, that's okay. So welcome to Ngozi Talk Shows, guys. Today Ngozi Talk Shows is going to be different. So the topic today is the true gift of Christmas, love, peace, and inner healing. So we are doing Ngozi Talk Show's Christmas special. So Christmas is more than a celebration of light, gifts, and joyful gathering. And it is a scale reminder of God's love reaching humanity in the most gentle yet powerful way in a world that often feels rushed, wounded, and recklessness. So Christmas invites us to pause and remember that the greatest gift was never wrapped in paper, it was wrapped in love. So guys, although Jesus was not born on Christmas Day, guys, we don't believe, Christians, we don't believe that Jesus was born on Christmas Day. It's a made up thing. So I just want to make that clear. Okay, guys, over to you, Claudia.
Yes, hello and welcome everyone. I'm so pleased actually to see that we are kind of complete today. Yeah, that so many speakers as well showed up today. So welcome everyone, absolutely. And today it's going to be like a different style, and we thought that today we would just like ask questions to the coaches. So something fun, light as well around Christmas, and some in regards to their practices and rituals, and a good way as well to get them to know a bit better, because in the end as well, just like, yeah, it's always good to get a bit more personal. That, so that's what we are going to do today. So I'm going to start. How shall we do it? I've got Amanda here actually first on my screen here coming up. So I'm going to ask Amanda basically a question, and then she will give us the answer, in regards to that. So Amanda, first question is for you. In your mindset, if your mindset was a song, what would the title be? Amanda, please.
I was having a really hard time with this one because I was like laughing to myself. I'm like, I don't know the names of any songs. But then this morning I was thinking that Just Keep Swimming song in Finding Nemo, where it's like, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. I'm like, that's probably it. That's accurate. Just keep going.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, just keep swimming. And then I've got the next question goes to Carol Ann.
So the song, like Amanda, in the beginning when I heard that question, it was like, I don't know. And then this morning, it's simple. This is me from The Greatest Showman.
Beautiful as well.
And, there's the line in there, won't love you as you are. And I am who I want to be. It's that, and that's what's coming for me now. So yeah, this is me.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Shireen, please.
Yeah, I just came up with resetting your mindset is a gift for love. And but what was really my first song that I thought about was Walking in the Sunshine. And, whether there's rain or snow, pretending can make it real. So if we can just imagine and always be in that dream world, we can have what we want.
Absolutely beautiful. And Nomsa, so what would yours?
Mine is the song written by Nomsa, You Are Still Near. I wrote the song when I was crying out to God in a daylight. My soul felt when it was feeling overwhelmed.
Beautiful.
Yet still, I felt that my voice was broken. So, but I had to remind myself that God is still near. So that's me.
Beautiful. Well done. Hello, welcome.
Hi, Gran.
Hello, now we are here, everyone. Grant, we have just done a question number 1 and then a full round with everyone.
Okay.
And let's do question number 2. Would you like to
Can
go?
we ask Grant,
Yeah,
number
so
one,
what's
and
your-
yourself, Claudia? Can you not answer those questions too? Would that not be good?
Mindset being a song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Crazy. Well, it'd be crazy, yeah. You know, that song by Seal. Yeah, we're never going to get by unless we get a little bit crazy. I think that defines success. And I've always heard it said that the most successful people have really illogical reasons why to do things. So I think crazy is my song. What about you, Claudia?
What's the name of this Justin Timberlake song? It's a fun, it's very uplifting. I just don't get the title, but that one.
Oh,
Dance, you know, like that one basically.
Justin Timberlake answers in the chat box if anyone remembers it. Well,
Yeah, but like it's dance. It's like when I've got that feeling, you know, like
yeah, I know the song. I know.
Oh, what? Yeah.
you know, like
Isn't that from the Trolls?
yes, I think so. It's very uplifting, and you
Yeah.
hear it,
Okay.
you already start to move around as well. So basically, that one.
I can see we're going to need to get Google up for this session. Okay. All right.
Can't stop
Yeah.
the feeling.
All
Is it
right.
can't stop the feeling?
Yes.
There you go. We've got
Hey, she got it.
it.
Well done. Beat me
Yeah.
to it.
Just
All
because.
right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So the second question is, and I'm going to put this to Nomsa first of all. What's your go-to reset button when life feels overwhelming?
Prayer and quiet reflection. That's my
Aha.
go-to.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. So, Caroline, what about you?
Yeah. Yes, that happened this morning, and I was going, yeah, this is definitely it. I just go to bed, lie down, so it sort of takes the weight off my body, and I lie in sort of 2 brain gym activities. One's called hookups, and the other one is the positive points here. So I'm sort of crossing my hands, so I'm
Yeah.
integrating both activities and just help feel what's going on, the overload, and just breathing into it and letting it go. And that's something that I did when I first learned it all those years ago, that actually helped save me, I always say, through a really dark time.
Great tip. I love that.
Good.
Amanda, what about you?
I go to yoga or the gym, or I read, or I have a bath. Any of those, yeah.
Great. Love that. Thank you. And what about you, Shireen?
I wrote, for me, it's really reminding myself what's important. And that really seems important. And then what I always think about at that point is, what's the Karate Kid, my favorite. It's wax off, wax off. We can move things, wax on, wax off, wax off, wax on, whatever it is, and just do this kind of movement. And it kind of takes me into a little bit of a kind of a gym sort of session. And it's quite a nice thing for me to do.
I like that. They say motion creates emotion, right?
Yeah.
Motion
Yeah.
creates emotion. And that's very true. I think it's a good thing. So it's that wax off movement. I like that.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. I love it. What about you, Claudia?
Well, to be honest as well, when things come up and I just need to be by myself to arrange the thoughts and everything and the emotions, just like by myself, so that I can, just like place them where they need to be, and then I can make decisions from this place. And you, Grant.
Thank you. I love that. For me, it's a combination of a couple of things. It might be a walk, listening to certain kinds of music that get my mind into flow. Could be that. One of the things when get overwhelmed, which I help clients to do, I say when they do take a break, take a walk in nature.
Mm.
Whether that means walk in your garden, whether that means look at your flower bed on your balcony, whether that means literally go out into the wilderness. If you haven't got much time, if you're in an office block, go to that little garden part they have. If you can't find a garden, put one on YouTube and just take a look at it for a few seconds. That's my tip. But for me, it's either go for a walk, listen to music, take a deep bath with a big mug of tea. That's what really does it. And if it's really bad, it might be perhaps an Irish coffee. And that's how I tend to reset things when things get overwhelming. Like, fantastic.
Well,
Claudia, do you want to do the third question?
absolutely. Thank you, everyone, for sharing as well so far. So, question number 3, if you could turn one positive habit into a superpower, which one would it be? Amanda, please.
I think focusing on creativity, because I think that's really important. And because being a teacher, I think creativity is so much more important than rote memorization of useless facts. And when we look at AI and how impactful it's coming in to our lives, creativity is something that's going to be really important in the future.
Mhm.
Mm,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
definitely.
Shireen, please. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Mhm.
Me? Will you do
Yeah.
say me? Okay. I think the positive habit would be to see the greatness in others and to see even more. I think it's quite an important thing to move beyond that and just truly enhance someone else's life by bringing them up, an upward movement. So for me, that is the superpower that I think is so very important.
All right. Thank you. Carol Ann.
Yeah, what came to me was writing daily because it's something I put off. And I think that's a great positive habit to have is each day writing something. And so for me, if I had that as a superpower, then just maybe I might break through this holding back. And then that song, This Is Me, would certainly shine out and sing it, you know. So definitely writing daily for me would be a great superpower.
That's great. Nomsa, please.
For me, it's consistency. Because consistency, like when I turn small actions into, I turn them into lasting change every single day. Whatever I do now, I've decided to do like a task every day, consistently important things. Make sure that I change my business each and every single day.
Thank you. Grant, what about you?
Okay. I think for me, it's often said by my mentors, my superpower is storytelling. Um, so I think the power of storytelling. I mean, I actually did a workshop the other day, and it was about sounds and closing. And I have here some of my favorite closing techniques, and one is the story cell. Stories move people because it goes back to our primeval times. Long before we could even speak, we used to write on cave walls. We was hankering to always tell stories in our life, and they're incredibly evocative because we embed ourselves into the story. So I think the art of really great storytelling is a beautiful habit which I would like to turn into a superpower. So,
Yeah, good.
thank
I
you.
mean, they're all good. And to me, I'm adding something different, obviously, and it's going to be listening to my intuition or the gut feeling or whatever it is, you know, like it's something we already do in a day-to-day base, but sometimes we are not even aware of it. But like to really take it and to fine tune it so that I can make the decisions from this space and place.
Fantastic. Love that. Really good. Thank you, Claudia.
Yes.
So the next question is, what is the funniest self-care ritual that you've ever tried? What is the funniest self-care ritual that you've ever tried? Nomsa.
Talking to myself like a life coach in the mirror.
I like that. Okay, thank you. And Amanda, what about you?
This one actually just happened recently. During the teacher strike, there was like a lot of different things that were offered to teachers for like cheap or for free or whatever. And so one of them was to go to this like meditation space and you got to meditate. And one of my friends had sent it to me and was like, it's a $20 drop-in for teachers if you want to go. And so my one girlfriend and I went at like 9:30 in the morning because we weren't working because we were on strike. And it was like this room and I thought it was like going to be a guided meditation or something, but it was literally just this room and they put on this like these sounds, like vibrational sounds, and they had these like weird design things on going through the TVs, and you like sat in this circle and it was just her and I there and we were like, what are we doing? We're like, what are we supposed to do? They're like, you're just supposed to like lay here and absorb the energy of the room. And I was like, okay. And it was lovely, like, but it was like so bizarre and not what I was expecting at all.
Oh, I like that. No context, just do your own thing. I think that's brilliant. I love that.
Just lay here. And I was like, what? Like, just okay, all right.
I
So
love
it was an interesting experience, that's for sure.
Okay, fantastic. Carol Ann, what about you?
Well, I couldn't actually think of anything that was weird. But Amanda, I know what you're talking about because I've been to one of those, and but I knew what I was going to. I'd seen the pictures, so I knew what I was going for, and I actually just fell asleep. And when I sort of came to, I was like, "Oh, my time up yet?" And when I sort of found out what the time was, he'd actually let me sleep longer because he actually had the space to. So it's like, bless him.
I think
But
the weirdest part about it was this giant room with
room.
this like big circle of chairs all the way around. It was just the two of us. Like just me
Oh,
and my
right.
friend.
So there was no one else there either.
It was so weird.
Yeah, yeah. But it's like in terms of anything sort of weird, I couldn't actually think of anything because I guess I don't really know what that word is. To me, it's like, well, what is weird? So nothing really sprang to mind.
That's
I
good.
guess
What
it's
is weird? I mean, yeah, it's right. It's so subjective, isn't it? What is weird? You know, like,
yeah.
no, it's not weird. So might
No,
be weird to
maybe
some
something
people.
will come to mind,
Mm.
out of this conversation. I'm not sure, but
Sure, it will.
great question.
Thank you. Shireen, what about you?
Feather therapy.
Which one? Which one?
Feather therapy.
Feather therapy?
Feather therapy. Have you ever had feathers come and tickle your face and tickle your body and tickle other people? Oh, feather therapy. I was reading it. I was busy stroking myself with this feather, and I was, it was kind of deliciously between tickle and not tickle. Oh man, it's wonderful. So yeah, feather therapy.
Tickle therapy. Okay, I know what I'm going to ask for Christmas. Okay, right. Claudia, what about you?
It would be something in regards to funny, like funny animal videos, cute and funny, because then I get to laugh and I just like the feeling to be in this laughter and relaxation as well. Yeah.
I like that. That's really nice. That's a good way to do it, I think. I think for myself, I've seen some very funny ones. Amanda, going back to your one, we at one point I was really, really busy, so busy. And it was a Saturday morning kind of therapy thing, whereby you held, and I can't remember what it's called. Someone out there will remember some sort of it looked like a lolly stick, but with little effigies on it, and you held it and said about your intention. Now, I took a female friend with me who was really kind of structured and full, and she was so out of her comfort zone. And I was just laughing inside watching her being so out of her comfort zone. And afterwards, she said, "You were so laid back. You were on a bean bag, just leaning out the window like this." And I was like, it was the only chance of the week I got to relax, and I was enjoying it. She was so out of her comfort zone. It was so funny. And like she almost wore like a three-piece suit to go there. She's like chalk and cheese. But perhaps the funniest one that I've ever instigated and done is laughter yoga. And in fact, I started during lockdown when we was all doing crazy things. And I got onto no context was given, jump on the call, and I didn't understand it. People were laughing, but without jokes. 3 years later, I became the first trained online yoga teacher in the UK. So, and there is a course, there was a real science behind it, which I didn't know at the beginning. So whenever I talk to people with you and think it's a bit weird, I say, well, let me tell you about my introduction of it. That was the weirdest self-care ritual that I'd ever done until I understood it.
You can relate to my laughter in the videos, right? But
Absolutely. Absolutely. I even teach that at retreats now. So yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, over to you, Claudia.
Absolutely. Let me just see, where are we here?
We are going on to the mascot.
Number 5, no? Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Number 5. Well, if your inner peace had a mascot, what would it look like? Nomsa? Your inner peace, a mascot.
A kind of wrapped in a warm light. In warm light.
Warm light, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Warm light, I get that. I prefer as well the golden Christmas lights compared to the blue ones or the ice cold ones, if you know what I mean. So the golden, just more, I get that too, actually. More comforting to look at. Shireen, please, your mascot for inner peace.
Well, I had a purple unicorn, and then it said, no, that's not the one. And it jumped up and it said, no, I had this big image of a yak on the top of a mountain overlooking a valley. And it just had this kind of really presence. So yeah, that's my mascot.
Yes, I like that. And they stand still as well, and they don't move.
Yeah, standing still.
Yeah. No, I get that. Similar with a camel too, actually. Amanda, please.
I think mine would be a kitten because they're like cuddly and curious and cute. And then also they're a little crazy when they get the zoomies. And my cat is like completely that, where you just saw her pop up on my lap, where she's like so cuddly and sweet. And then she's like this little psycho who is like climbing up and down my Christmas tree. And I've never had a cat climb my tree. And so, yeah, it's a little bit of a like, so sweet and cuddly, and then like we get the crazies sometimes.
Lovely. Shireen, we had Carol Ann.
Okay. Mother of Pearl came to mind because that a few months ago I was on a course and they were going doing some meditations and going into what your core is. And Mother of Pearl came up, and when I discovered that and then started looking at what's Mother of Pearl energy, and it's calm, protective, nurturing, it's intuition, wisdom, but it's also transforming negative into beauty. And it really summed up, I could say it summed up what I'm about. So yeah, Mother of Pearl is my mascot.
Yeah. And you, Grant?
Oh, I'm struggling with this one because I'm thinking of a mascot as an animal, right? Something, and I'm thinking my first instinct was an owl, right? Why is owl would take it in life and observe it, but then my mind went back to a day that I was at the zoo years ago, and I was watching penguins. And I think penguins are great for people to be coached because if you look at penguins, they appear to wander aimlessly to the edge of a piece of ice and just dump themselves in the water with no real thought about it. They just chuck themselves in and figure it out along the way. That's what it looks like. And it always made me chuckle when I watched them. And I thought, what a great analogy for life. We overthink things and talk ourselves out of an awful lot of things in life. But if we just threw ourselves in and swam a little bit, we'd figure out the answer. And I think that's exactly what you need to do in life. So it's going to be a penguin.
Done. There is this movie I watched the other day, The Lessons of the Penguin.
Oh, really?
It came out last year. I'm going to send you the link, actually. Great story too. Okay, yeah, I do that. For me, it would be Yoda.
Yoda, really?
Yoda.
Yoda.
The wise Yoda, just because I like, basically the peace and the wisdom as well. And one of my favorite quotes from Yoda is when, I think it's he, right? He says, there is no try, okay?
Do not do.
Yeah, do or
Don't
don't.
try.
Yeah. Try or not. It just doesn't exist. It just do, basically. Okay, so it's just, yeah. So Yoda for me.
I love that Yoda stuff about language patterns. That's really true. Yeah, don't try it. We'll have to do it at a coaching session. So I say, well, hang on. Did you say just now you're trying to do that? Are you doing it or you're not? That's it. Refocuses. Yeah, that's a really great point. Thank you, Claudia. Yoda for Claudia. So the next question is, what's the one thing that instantly lifts your mood, no matter what? What's the one thing? I am going to go over first of all to Carol Ann.
Immediately dancing.
Oh,
It's there every time to the, the old music, the 50s, 60s, 70s that just you just can't help but dance to. And I was fortunate. I went to out on Saturday evening. Somewhere I haven't been out for a long time, but I danced for 2.5 hours. The music was there. I haven't been able to dance like that in years. So to be able to do that now and is beautiful because it really lifts my soul. And even, even now as I think of it, I'm sort of so happy inside. Just, yeah, dancing. And to just keep moving with the music. But it was, what I realized was there was a language shared. I didn't need to talk to anybody because there were people dancing with me. They'd come, they'd go the others, but there was a few that stayed. And it's like there was a communication in the dance as we were moving, didn't need to speak. There was a lot said in the dance. So yeah, dancing, definitely.
good. Love that one. Shireen, what about you?
Hot milk and honey.
Ah,
Who can't enjoy just sitting quietly and having a hot milk and honey, contemplating, watching a movie, doing whatever? It just grounds you, brings you back to now. And there's that little bit of sweetness that reminds us that life can be sweet.
good.
Everything else is
Life
bitter.
can be sweet. I like that.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
good. Ah, hot milk and honey. So dancing for Carol Ann, hot milk and honey for Shireen. What about Amanda? What's that one thing that lifts your mood no matter what?
Well, I was originally thinking music and like how even in the classroom, like if the kids are a little bit nutty, then if we put on calm music, it like just like lowers the energy of the room and makes them so calm. But then Shireen's comment, I was like, ooh, chocolate. Definitely chocolate.
Serotonin.
They say that women use chocolate as a substitute for sex. I think they just use men as a substitute for chocolate.
Interesting.
Mm.
Maybe.
But the kids still ask me like, what candies do you want? Or like if people in the staff room, I'm like, I only like chocolate. Like any other time there's treats in there, I'm like, no, only chocolate.
Nomsa, what about you? What's the one thing that instantly lifts your mood?
Okay, Amanda said music and dance, Carol Ann. For me is dance. That lifts me up, but I play with the music and dance. I'm sorted. If I'm stressed or whatsoever, it takes me to a different place where I just see the glory of life, no matter what the disappointments that I have in my life. I just dance away my pain.
I believe you sing all those videos, yeah, online. No, well done.
Yeah, I think. Let me ask you, Claudia. What about you? What do you do?
I've got two things actually. I would see if it's something inner I'm craving, then it would be white chocolate, the creaminess of the white chocolate, or something outer I'm craving, then I would take my dog and go and do a walk in nature. It depends, I would decide in this very moment. But chocolate, absolutely. White, though, for me.
That's good.
The creaminess.
Chocolato.
I think for myself, it's either. I mean, yeah, music is a big part of my life. Music is great. Movies, a certain movie can do it. There can be certain movies that really. I need to watch certain movies at certain times, and I needed that. And there's one movie in particular that's got something retrospective. It's about the time of my life, and the film was made at that time of that life in that city. It's lost in translation. There's something about it. It's
Oh,
fun.
yes.
So, and I love that, and it puts me into a certain state. And I'm a hypnotist, so I like going into certain altered states, and it's that. But feel good thing. I mean, music, movies, meditation. But something. I'm laughing now. If I just want to laugh, no matter how bad, I will think of two things that my father did. It was long departed, unfortunately. But two things very personal. One day we used to go out for picnics when I was a kid. And I'll always remember this. It sounds cruel, but it was very funny. And even my father laughed after several seconds of scowling. He was in the car, and my grandmother was a terrible giggler, a real giggler. And we were sitting there, and my father went out, and the car was we was here, and for some reason he was out in the grass, and he had this long, like elephant grass. Wherever he was, I can't remember. It was really long. And my father was joking. He got coffees for everybody out of a flask. And he walked along and he was joking, saying, "Coffee, anybody?" And suddenly he disappeared. But the coffee cups were still in the air momentarily. And then the cups fell and you could see a jet of coffee. It's like in a microsecond. And we walked to the edge. And what he hadn't seen, there was a big ditch and hidden by the grass. And as he walked over it, he fell down. And my father was laying there with a puzzled look on his face, with coffee splattered on him and cups rolling around. And he wasn't hurt, but we all laughed. And he was quite annoyed for about 5 or 7 seconds. My grandmother tried not to laugh and then just giggled, giggled, giggled and burst into laughter. And then my father was in laughter. And it doesn't matter what's happening in my life. If I think of that, it stops me being too serious, and it always makes me laugh.
Till today, yeah.
That was it, yeah.
Lovely.
I can still see it as clear as anything. The trousers he was wearing, it was, and he wasn't hurt. That was he wasn't hurt, and he found it very funny as well. And he was a great sport, my dad, a great sport. So that's that. So okay, the next question. God, I've lost track.
Number 7, yeah.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
All right. So number 7. So if you could rename stress to something so that it doesn't sound so scary, what would you call it? Shireen, please.
Now, you would ask me when this is one of the ones that I just really could not come up. I really couldn't come up with a name, but I thought bunny hop for one reason. I don't know why bunny hop. Just something that it would make it less serious. I have no idea what would make the word stress any less stressful than its name.
Bunny hop
To
is
mean it. I mean, I know like you can think about depression and melancholy. I thought those two fit very well, and you can talk about it, but think about stress.
I like bunny hop. It's kind of sweet, and you get the visual as well with it. So well done. It's just like, just like jumping over something,
Yeah,
like
you can get over this.
Yeah, it's behind. I like that. Well done. Nomsa, please. Your word.
I think it would be growth pressure.
Grow? A grow pressure.
Pressure.
Okay. Yeah, grow pressure. Okay. Growing, absolutely. We're always growing. Definitely afterwards. We can see that. Right. Thank you. Carol Ann, please.
Yeah, interesting. Because my first reaction to the question was, well, why does it sound scary? To whom does it sound scary? Because actually the word stress for me, and I think it's about maybe reframing what that word is about. And then as I was thinking that through, it's like stress, the messenger. So for me, it's just the messenger. And then immediately following that thought, it was like, well, people could be scared about messages. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is the messenger coming for?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah. But still, it's it feels more soft. The messenger.
Okay.
Amanda, please.
Well, I was like Caroline, where I was like, I don't really find that word stressful. I look at it as like, well, it's kind of ambiguous, right? Because what is it that you're stressed about? Is there something that you're fearful about? Are you feeling anxious? Is there like some other stressor in your life or depression or something that's coming in? And so I was like, well, we could just use that word and then like reframe it into stating what it is that's making you feel stressed, right? And so I guess it would be like a reframe would be my word.
Yeah, that's very good to actually to look at it like this. Absolutely. Reframing, yeah. And to find the cause, the why, or the what, at the what of the thing. Grant, in for you?
Thank you, Claudia. I think, well, for me, we look at the word stress. What is it? It's a form of fear, isn't it? It's a form of fear. And to use somebody else's analogy of the word fear, and there's a couple of them, it's false evidence appearing real.
Real.
So I put it because it is, and it often is. But something that really did it for me for stress was at a personal development seminar years ago, and we went into deep dive about stress and what is stress. And it kind of worked on an idea whereby why don't you get into improving yourself to make the very best version of yourself? So rather than, where am I going with this? Rather than thinking, oh, I've got to go to the gym, reframe that language, like I want to go to the gym. Anthony Robbins once said he's caught his wife eating some ice cream. And he said, what are you doing? She said, eating ice cream. He said, why are you doing that to yourself? And she said, I'm treating myself. He went, what, with ice cream? And she said, yeah, what do you do to treat yourself? He said, I have a salad. She said, it's boring. He said, no, I'm treating my body. You're abusing your body. Why would you do that to yourself? And it's an interesting point. If you're actually treating yourself, spoiling yourself to something good, you should say, oh my God, I'm having a glass of water. It's the second one I've had today. My God. Yeah, it's a reframe if you treat yourself well. So if you're making the best version of yourself, when you look at stressful situations that other people can't handle, why don't you become even better at handling them? So you become so good at it that you say, bring it on. Oh, more problems. Bring it on. Let's see how good I can deal with this. Let's do it. It's a great reframe. And I tried doing this for a while. And it's amazing how you just laugh and joke with problems. And it's the intention you put on it. If it's like, oh, this is a problem, it will be a problem. If it's like, oh my God, another challenge. Let's see how good I can do with this one. You gamify it. It can be, it's a different energy. And that energy you take to it often changes it. I remember there was a guy once in a group and he was trying to create a problem. You know, someone wants to create a problem. And it was like, oh my God, this has happened. And it wasn't really much of a problem. And I said to him, I'm really pleased because if that's our biggest problem, then we're doing good. And I said, worse things happen at sea. And he went, yeah. And he kind of laughed how I made it into a small thing. But in doing so, he realized how he was making such a big thing out of nothing. Because it's like, no one dies. Everyone's going to go home. Everyone's going to have the dinner. It's really, what are you making a fuss about? And he had that need to make problems. But he saw it in an elegant way. I didn't call him out on it. I said, hey, worst things happen at sea, and that's our biggest problem. We're doing pretty good. And it was like, yeah, you're right. It is. So it is that, as Carol Ann said, it's reframing things and putting things in perspective. But yeah, I think if you could look at stress and just think like, how can we make this into a fun thing? How can we have fun? Because you're going to get through it. There's nothing stressful in your life that you've never got through. You've got, because we're still here. So we got through it, didn't we? And it's going to happen. It's only a short-term thing in most cases. So if we can remind ourselves of that, I think stress. So stress could be opportunity to grow.
Can be challenges as well. This is what I like to call it. And again, as well, what you said, Grant, if we focus on it, we get more of it. So therefore, it is good as well to reframe it and to, just like to change what we are focusing on within this period or time or the challenge as well. So challenge is a word I like to use for.
Great stuff. Challenge. Well done. Love that. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. So your favorite, and this is going to be a nice one. What is your favorite feel-good movie or show, movie or show that you do when you need a mental break? Favorite movie. Now, I know everybody loves, well, I don't know everybody loves movies, but if it's not a movie, it's a show. So, Numpsa, how about you?
A feel-good faith-based or inspirational film. I like the TV series called The Chosen. So whenever I am feeling sad or I just want to remind myself of my faith or where there is life, there is hope, I go and tune into Chosen. And just instead of reading the Bible scriptures, I just read because it's Bible based. So I just watch the film and see Jesus tearing things down, getting angry, or when he's happy, when he's filled, defiled, he crush things. I'm happy.
I love that. Thank you. So, Amanda, how about you?
Well, my daughter's and mine is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's like a ridiculous, silly sitcom that's just really funny, and she's probably rewatched the whole series like 11 times. I haven't rewatched it that many times, but she definitely loves that one. And I love, if I haven't just like, I just need to like not think for a little bit. That's my one to just watch for a little bit because I don't really sit for enough time to watch a whole movie unless I'm really tired or sick.
Good stuff. Oh, so Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Brooklyn Nine. I think I've heard of that actually. I think I haven't seen it, but I like.
Ridiculous, like silly sitcom TV show on Netflix. Yeah.
Carol Ann, what about you? Is it a movie or is it a show?
It's a show. It's a series that's like half an hour. Yeah.
Okay. Carol Ann, what about you? Movie or show?
Depends how I feel. I think it's something that I guess it moves me to tears, or or I find that there's perhaps a great metaphor or quote in it. And I generally let my soul just direct me, and I sort of scroll through and I'll find something. But in thinking about this question, the one movie that kept coming to mind was Dirty Dancing. There's something about that that's really powerful. The storyline, someone who's made wrong and holds his integrity and then comes back, but the dancing in it, I think it's
I was going to say,
absolutely
it's got a
amazing.
few things in there you like. Yeah, there might be the movie plot, but it's got dancing. And as you said earlier,
Yes.
dancing's a big thing for you, right?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Love that, Carol Ann. So thank you. So Shireen, what about you?
I guess my all-time favorite is always going to and will ever be Mary Poppins. It's just full of magic, which is really what I love. My favorite song there, I guess, and it is Spoonful of Sugar. Makes the medicine go down, which we can all know a little bit about. But the other one is I Love to Laugh. So that one, the moment I hear it, I can't stop laughing because they all fly up into the ceiling and it is just contagious, the laughter. So I really love that one.
Good.
And there's a lot of wonderful metaphorical learnings or teachings that are in it. So I like it. It has a bit of everything, a bit of spiritual upliftment and a spiritual and the other part of actual lightness of being.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Claudia, what about you? Is it a movie or is it a show?
No, it's a movie. I would pick something in regards to fun and laughter as well. I like the Fockers. It's like three movies. Fokker 1, 2, and 3 is with Ben Stiller, Robert De Niro, Barbara Streisand, and Dustin Hoffman. It is just a great cast and really, really funny. But I did like as well the movie Kevin Hart, Me Time, where he plays a father and he's just desperate in creating some me time. And I find Kevin Hart just hilarious. And I like his movies. So fun and easy and laughter.
Nice.
I love him too.
Yeah.
You know, you could give me a very, you've regressed me because you're talking about movies of that era, and my mind has gone back to like some of those movies and like the early days of video,
Mm.
you know, when it was all a little bit grainy and it was just, it's something engrossing about it. The imperfection was wonderful because you fill in the perfections yourself.
Mm.
When something's so perfect, there's little for you to do. When there's something a little bit wrong, you fill it in and personalize it. And there's something very warm about that. And it takes you back to a time when life was less complicated. And of course, that's always a great regression thing. So it makes us more open. So thank you for that. Thank you. Um, I'm not really a feel-good movie kind of person in the classic sense. So I'm struggling a little bit, but I feel good at certain points of movies. And that's probably the best way to describe it. So there's certain films such as I like some of the classics, like if you look at Midnight Cowboy, which is about two. Yeah, you know, there's only about eight stories in the world, as we know. There's millions of movies, but there's only about eight stories when you break it down. And it's one of the two people thrown together who are the most unlikely two people to put together. And they become great. They argue at first and become great friends after. Midnight Cowboy. I really like that. It's got Dustin Hoffman. There's some absolutely iconic movie parts in it. But many actors will throw a pastiche to some of those scenes, such as "I'm walking here, I'm walking here." That's a great part. I like that. I A funny film was The Italian Job. The original version was very fun. Lots of humor of the time. Lots of humor. It was very funny. Very, very British. Totally British film, all through and through. With some cool parts in it. That was funny. Tons of humor. Um, with some great acting in it. But I kind of alluded to it earlier, and I think that film, Lost in Translation, does it for me because it takes me to a time when I was in Japan and I felt, and it was filmed at exactly the same time I was there. I didn't even know about the movie until a few years after. It reflected some of my journeys in Japan and how much, you know, it can be bewildering and not like it, and also wonderfully beautiful once you get to understand it a little bit. It creeps up on you, and it remains one of my favorite places. And that wonderful misalignment of relationships in it, and how you can meet the greatest friendships and relationships in the most unlikely of places. And it seems like a misfit, but it can be a great fit. And I think that adds the mystery and excitement and enthrallment of life for me. And I think and with a bit of Bill Murray added an awful lot of humor into anything he does, even the dark moments. It's never dark for very long. So I love that. It's got the travel, it's got the culture, it's got great moments and reflective moments. And there's a scene in that where they go to a party, and it's the people in the party are just the kind of people you'd always want to be with. The nicest people on the opposite side, for me anyway, on the opposite side of the planet. And it goes to show different people in different cultures can get on really well and have a beautiful time. So for me, Lost in Translation. So
It's a great movie. I loved it.
you like it so good. Good.
Oh, it's a wonderful movie.
So, if you had a magic wand to heal one thing in the world, one thing, what would that be? Amanda.
You give me the hardest question.
What
First, I was like hoping to
do you
get
think? Mine was the stress one.
keeping I was like hoping to get ideas off of other people of like that what that one thing is, because there's so many things that I'd like to see healed in the world.
One thing that's, without thinking about it, is one thing that jumps into your mind. What's one thing?
I think people's ability to deal with their anxieties would be huge for
Yeah.
mindfulness, and how you could like actually truly step into your power if you weren't so worried about self-guessing, and like sometimes we're our own worst enemies, right? And so helping people deal with their mindset, I think, would be one of the things that I would really like to see healed in the world.
Nice thing. Nice thing. Nomsa.
For me, it will be the heart, healing the hearts, because everyone's heart is wounded. So if I have that mind, that magic wand, it will be healing all your hearts, guys. So you're having clean heart and no broken one.
No.
Good, good. Okay, heal a broken heart.
Yeah.
Songs
Yeah.
about that. There's so many songs about that one. Carol Ann, what about you?
Yeah, for me, it would go right back to the root of our education system, what set it up in the beginning, transform that so that it would just filter on through. Because we attempt to change it here, it's like, you can't, it needs to go right back to the root. It's like when we're healing ourselves, we always go back to the root. Well, magic wand, yeah, transform that root of our education
I
system.
like that. I like that. Thank you very much. Shireen, what about you?
Well, I would say heal back to the source. But really it was about the collective trauma that we carry. So most babies that come into the world, they all carry a collective trauma. I would love that they all started with neurocorrelates that were programmed for positivity rather than negativity. So yeah, that's it. If I had a magic wand, that's what I would do.
Great. I love that. And Claudia?
It would be to get rid of the crime, and the crime in regards to harming others with a crime. So crime.
Crime. Crime's good. Crime's good. And I think for me, it would be fear. Because when we look at most irrational fear, most people are concerned what someone else is thinking of them doing, what another nation is doing. And most of it is fear. We have, when we look at most people, different cultures, religions, whatever, all around the world, we're all the same.
Yeah.
And we're all the same. We have the same hopes and fears. We love a family. We're afraid of this. We're afraid of that. And if we can resolve that and remove fear of the so-called opposition, we will know that we're actually very much aligned, and most of our problems will be more open. When we're open, we communicate. When we communicate, problems get resolved. So for me, it would be to resolve fear. So let me just ask super question, the last question, if you want to ask that, Claudia, and could we ask Amanda first of all?
Absolutely. Let's do this. Okay. So what's the most unexpected thing that makes you feel calm? Amanda, please. Thank you.
Well, yoga always makes me feel calm, but I don't think that's unexpected. Maybe going to the gym. Like I like to like run on the treadmill really hard if I'm like feeling a little bit stressed, and that doesn't really seem like something that makes you feel calm, but afterwards it totally does.
Yeah, good answer. It always helps. Well done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nomsa, please. And for you.
Morning silence at 3 a.m. with God. That makes me feel calm.
Good.
Yeah, good. Carol Ann?
A hug.
Yes.
One that is just held. You know, there's no expectations, and you just hold, and it holds until it just naturally goes and it's ended. Magic.
Yes, yes, beautiful. Shireen, please.
Mine is putting my head underwater. Like I love to bath and wash my hair and lie, and you know, when you rinse and you're lying there, and then you just blow bubbles. And I love to hear the sounds of the bubbles, and I love to hear the sound of my voice, and just be in that echo of the water, right? That whole resonance that's there. It just is such a wonderful feeling.
Beautiful. Grant, yeah, I just see you here on the.
Thank you, Claudia. I think for me, if I had to put it down to one thing, it would be meditation. I think meditation is a great way. It's for me, meditation is the one thing. What about you, Claudia?
It would be as well like something in regards to sound. So I do like some sounds, and the ocean, the rain, the wind, you know, like sound therapy. And if I can't get them out in nature, I just find them on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, ASMR is what I often use, which is just the sound therapy in my ears, and it's really very, very useful.
Okay, so what's the name of it?
ASMR.
Okay.
So it uses sounds to try and stimulate multi-sensory parts of your body.
Okay. I wrote it down. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you can get it on you can download the app, and it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Thanks.
Ooh.
Thanks.
Thank you. That's my takeaway from today's session. A lot of
So
fun.
I'll show you. I'll send you the link.
Please do that.
Share me the message as well, please. Okay, I'm interested.
I'll put it in the main page, the main thing.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you, everyone.
Awesome.
I think that was it, Grant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all done.
We
So
got all through them.
we're done. Nomsa, over to you. Do you want to close this?
Do you or Grant or Claudia want to say goodbye to the audience?
Grant, do you want to? I said hello.
Yeah, so I would like to say, I am right in saying,
That's cheating.
so I want to say to everybody, really, I think this has been a different show. I think it's been a really nice show, and it's something positive to reflect from a group of us who don't always get together on the same show to talk about what we do. And yeah, we've always given advice to other people, but this one is about what we do. So, a lot of people will tell you what you should be doing, but sometimes the more interesting stuff is, well, what do you do then? So this was all about what we do, what we use. So we've got a great collection of diverse ways of dealing with things, how we do it in a fun way. And I think it is that intention of fun that's on it. So if you can take anything away from today's session, it's how can you do things in a fun way? Put that light intention, because if we put light intention on something, we'll get a lighter outcome. And that's what we're looking for. So take what you need, leave what you don't. Be good to yourselves and be good to each other. Everybody, thanks for the panelists here for today's session. Thank you to Nomsa for providing the show, and thanks for you to watching. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.
Why is it done this?